Hi, this is Lady Lex UK and this is part 2 of my inventory system. Okay, so today I'm going to be looking at page 2 of the inventory, which is the health and mana or magic. And so over here we have some gourds and some potion bottles. But first of all, I'm going to damage myself. I've got this bit of dangerous grass here, and that's just going to harm my health, so that you can see what happens when I use some health potion. I think that's enough. I think we're damaged enough. Okay, so here we have some health potions. I'm going to run into these. It goes bing. But you'll notice my health is not changing. Nothing is happening. And I'm going to run into my magic potions, and they're going to be collected. Slightly different noise. And you'll notice too that they haven't altered that second bar either. So I'm going to go into my inventory, go across to page 2, and you'll see I've got 3 health potions. And if I press up on the D-pad, it swaps it for the magical revival potion bottles. So let's go back to health. So I will use one of my health potions. I'll press A. And it's taken one of my health potions away, but it hasn't quite filled up my bar, so I'm going to waste some of my health potion, I think, and but I want to get a full health bar, so I'm going to use that health potion. There we go, and that's now full. And if I go into Magic Revive, I'm going to press A. I think I'll use them all up. There we go, and that's filled that up. So we come out, and you can see on the bar I've got a full health bar now and an almost full magical mana bar. You can use that magical mana for anything. It's quite often used for being able to do spells, or you could have it as a shield mechanic, or you could have it for the ability to open locks, doors, or whatever. It's entirely up to you what you use that mana for. Normally used for magical spells. Okay, so let's go into our world and have a look at these gourds and bottles. So here is our health gourd, and it says when you start to bump the player, i.e. the player's health potion number variable will be incremented by 1. So we've collected a health potion. Let's play a special effect. We're going to play a magic pickup heal sound, and then we're going to destroy the gourds, because we're not picking them up into inventory. We are, because we don't need them, we just need to add to a number variable. So that's what we have for the health gourd. And this one is very, very similar. Instead of incrementing a magic bottles number variable, and it's playing a different sound, a different special effect, but it's essentially exactly the same. Right, let's go and have a look in our inventory brain. Okay, so we're now on page 2. So if we go back to page 1, go right down to the bottom, we'll see we are calling page 2. So when you're in the menu, this is here. You could put all the code on the same page, but I think it's much better to separate them out in different pages. So we're putting all of our page 2 of our entry on page 2 of our brain. That makes sense. It's easy to find things as well. So we'll check to see if the menu is true, and then we're going to say, are we in menu number 2? Remember the last video we showed you how to increment that number variable using the D-pad. We're going to display a D-pad symbol above, and then we're going to say when you press up and you're selected on menu 2, we're going to play that crystal sound everywhere and overlapping. Make sure you put those 2 tiles in, so you make sure you get that noise every time you press the D-pad. And as you notice, it's a different sound effect than we had for the weapons page, which was a sword sound. Then we're going to set our submenu to start at number 1 every time. And then when you press up on the D-pad, we're going to go through that routine of looping around again. So we're going to say our sub menu. There's only 2 options this time round, so we're going either 2 or 1 depending, and we're only going to have the up direction. We don't need the up and the down. We'll just go up, so it's up, 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 and it will just loop round and choosing submenu 1 or submenu 2. We're also going to start up the power on our special effect, which is behind our bag button, and that will also turn that light on in front as well. And again, you don't have to have these special effects. You could have anything you like there. You could have a different special effect going on, sparkles or whatever. You could use lighting colours, so it might be a different colour. The actual background might change colour. The surround, that white circle, might go black or something. It's entirely up to you. What you do is to show off that you've selected that area. So when you've chosen submenu number 1, we're looking at health. So we're going to display that gourd bottle, and then we're going to display a meter with the woodland peasant, that's our player's health. And you've got to make sure you add max and 100. If you don't do that, that health bar will look full, even if the health is not full, because it will just show you a health bar with whatever number that is. You've got to put in the maximum health so that it will show if there's any less, otherwise it will look wrong. Right, then we're going to display how many health potions we have. So we look at the health potion count in the woodland peasant's brain. Then if we press A and the woodland peasant has any health potions, then we're going to increase his health, and I've chosen 30 for each of my potions. Obviously you can change that how you want. And then we're going to remove one of his health potions from his brain, so that number variable is going to go down by 1. And we're going to play magic pick up heal sound. Make sure you put everywhere. It's important because if you don't, it's likely to be very, very faint. So depending on where you've got your world, where you've got your inventory world, as opposed to the player. So put in everywhere, and then it will sound nice and loud. Right, submenu number 2. So if we choose submenu number 2, we're looking at the mana, the magic potions. So again, we're going to display, but this time it's the mana in the woodland peasant. And again, maximum 100, and we're going to make that a nice yellow bar. And to display magic revive, and then how many magic bottles he's got. Exactly the same as the house verse before. And then again, when he presses A, if he's got any magic bottles, we're going to increase his mana, play a sound, and take away one of his magic bottles. And this is what happens, this else here is what happens when you're no longer choosing menu number 2. It will just turn the power off on that special effect, which in turn will turn off the light bulb. So there you go. And if we look in the player brain, you'll see you've got his normal health meter and his mana meter as well. So there you go. There is the health and magic part of the inventory brain. Thanks for watching, and keep sparking.